Hey everyone, KTChamberlain here again. Less than a year ago, the Insanity Prod suggested an idea of me doing a countdown on the top 11 anime perverts. And since nobody had done it, I figured I'd go for it. And currently, it is my highest viewed video on YouTube, well over 10,000 views. And though I still stand by the list, a lot of people said that there were even more anime perverts that I was missing, so much so that I decided to do another one. There's just so many of them that you just can't do it in one list. This is the next top 11 anime perverts. These are sort of the runner-ups, the ones that didn't make it onto the previous list for one reason or another. Number 11. MOMIJI Soma from Fruits Basket. Well, aside from Shigure being the most perverted character in Fruits Basket, since I picked him in the previous countdown, I figured, okay, the fitting runner-up would be MOMIJI Soma. Now, anyone who knows MOMIJI knows why he's only at number 11 on this list. One episode, and it's the Hot Springs episode.
Let's take it together. Okay.
You little. Now who's the pervert?
What'd I do? But tonight we'll sleep together, okay?
He doesn't get it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he said this.
It's not rape, it's surprise sex.
Number 10. HIDEKI MOTOSUWA from CHOBITS. How many shenanigans has he had with Chi, a Persicom which is basically a moving robotic... Well, you get the idea. Hell, the on-off switch for Chi is on her downstairs. Talk about a turn-on.
Oh, it's a funny line. Don't give me that bullshit, alright?
Not much more to say about Hideki, but I heard some of you complaining about him not being included in the last countdown, and having actually looked into Chobits, I can definitely see him. Like, yeah, he's definitely going on the list. Number 9. CHICO CHOKO from IKKI TOUSEN. Not much to say about him, but he's got some prime examples of him being a pervert, which I think are only in episode 9, but then again, I might be wrong on that one since I haven't seen this anime since high school. Is it just me, or does this old man only train girls who have killer bodies like Hakufu Ryofu just to get a kick out of seeing them in motion? He does so with Hakufu and Mo, especially after they get drenched. Anyway, CHICO CHOKO is definitely fitting for the number 9 spot. Number 8. Mr. Cho from Witchblade. Okay, I'm sensing a pattern of old anime men being perverts. In the last countdown, we had Master Roshi and Hapasai. Now in this, we had the old man from IKKI TOUSEN, and now Mr. Cho. What's the deal with that?
It's kind of overused in anime, don't you think?
Someone should write a letter to them.
Dear advertisers, I am disgusted with the way old people are depicted on television. We are not all vibrant, fun-loving sex maniacs. Many of us are bitter, resentful individuals who remember the good old days when entertainment was bland and inoffensive.
But anyway, Mr. Cho is definitely perverted. Hell, there's even an episode where he gets plenty of hot girls around him as if he's Hugh Hefner. Speaking of which, Mr. Cho is like Hugh Hefner, only without the charm, wealth, success, or even style. Not much to say about him, but hey, at least he's not a big WTF like Mr. Kimura. Number 7. OOLONG from Dragon Ball. He's the epitome of a pervert.
And he's a pig.
No pun intended. Funny thing about perverts is that their weaknesses are easy to exploit. For example, when OOLONG tried to get away from Bulma as a fish, Bulma's solution, lure him with a pair of her panties on a fish hook. And then the very first wish made on the Dragon Balls, instead of Pilaf's wish for world domination, OOLONG butted in and wished for the panties of the most beautiful girl, or something along those lines. That's how perverted he is. However, he's only at number 7 on this list. Number 6. Cone from Bleach. Cone is basically a horny mutt and a stuffed lion. Once in a blue moon, he'll be in Ichigo's body, but for the most part, he's in something that he can't move around and expose himself to normal people, or else he risks further pissing off Ichigo. For him, it's easy come, easy go, because one minute he'll likely have the joy of being chest-hugged by a big-breasted girl like, say, Orihime, and then the next, he's running for his life. Partly what makes him more perverted is the fact that he can't relieve his tension, what with, being stuck in a stuffed animal and all for the most part. As I said before, well, what does it do? It turns men into pigs, similar to why Master Roshi is so perverted. Number 5. PARCO FOLGORE from ZATCH. Not much to say about him, considering that I really don't like ZATCH, but someone told me about him and that there was a defining song called Chichi Wo Mo, or something like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he's at number 5 on this list. Number 4. The twins from Kiss X Sis. Yeah, another one, or should I say two, I've heard a lot of you complain about on the last list. These girls are freaking sex crazed for their stepbrother. You know you're redneck if you go to a family reunion looking for a spouse. That aside, they fight over him and try to seduce him and make sexual advances. I've only seen like little bits of this anime, but I'm like, damn, these girls put together are on par with Saori Shikijo from Mahoro Matic. That's how perverted they are. Number 3. Chizuru from KANOKUN. This girl is so horny she'd make Chizuru Honsho from Bleach say, damn! As I said in my top 11 hated anime shows, she constantly wastes her time trying to have sex with Kota, who I swear looks and sounds like his balls haven't dropped yet. He's in high school, yet he looks and sounds like he's in 5th grade. What the hell's with that? She's like the Pepe Le Pew of anime, only without the charm, humor, or French accent. Basically, take Pepe Le Pew's essence and mix it with Bill Clinton's lasciviousness and you get Chizuru. Number 2. Jiraiya from Naruto.
Oh, hells yes!
Yeah, I heard a lot of you complaining on the last countdown. Anytime you hear the expression pervy sage, it's mainly referring to Jiraiya. Or rather, it was coined by Naruto fans referring to him. Or so I'm told. He definitely lives up to that reputation. Yet another old man portrayed as a vibrant, fun-loving sex maniac. Now, believe it or not, as much as I may not like Naruto, I was considering putting him on the last countdown, but at the time, I just didn't know that much about him, other than being a pervy sage. Having done some research on Jiraiya other than Naruto Abridged, he's practically on par with Master Roshi, a very fitting choice for the number 2 spot.
Boobs!
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. If Jiraiya is at number 2, who could top the pervy sage? Well, you're in for a surprise. And the number 1 next anime pervert is Moroku from Inuyasha. Yeah, another one who didn't make the previous list. I think probably why he didn't make the last countdown was because by that time I'd outgrown Inuyasha and it wasn't on the forefront of my mind. But I heard a lot of your comments and I couldn't pass him up this time. I know at first it seems surprising to see Moroku at number 1 and not Jiraiya, but Moroku is as perverted as they get. He's a known womanizer, flirt, a lecturous monk, and has a running gag of groping women's butts, Sango's being groped the most, and as a result keeps getting bitch slapped by her, or he gets hit by her gigantic boomerang. On top of that, he tends to ask random pretty girls, will you bear my child? But on top of that, he even asks the same question to an 11-year-old girl. I am dead serious. True, the argument could be made that he meant in a few years, but given the time period and Moroku's antics, I'd highly doubt that. Yeah, Chizuru may have tried pulling Bill Clinton's on Kota, but technically Kota is in high school as much as I may scoff at that. But Moroku asking an 11-year-old to bear his child pretty much proves why he deserves to be the number 1 next anime pervert. So those were the next top 11 anime perverts. I hope you enjoyed it. And no, I will not be doing another anime perverts list. If you find perverts who should have been on either list, you do it. Or rather, suggest it to Ultimate UK FFF Fan. I'm sure he could do it. Although that's entirely up to him. Merely a suggestion. But yeah, I know that there are more than 22 perverts in the world of anime. Thanks for watching.